What's up, everybody? And welcome back to Grandmaster Pod, episode 4, I think. Now, Grandmaster forgot his headphones, so it's a little weird for me now. This is what it was like the first time, but here we are, dude. And once again, very excited. A little bit on a time constraint, which is mildly annoying, but it's also not because it's a cool thing. I'm going to go to the Fine Brothers and Beyond React today with Sammy Joe, and that should be fun. Got a nice cold brew. It'll be the second of the day, which I drink them all day because you have to. Because when you're in charge of an entire dojo, you have to. You just have to. I honestly do miss the headphones now that I think about it. I feel very, very aware of life right now. It's intense, man. We did a bunch of shit this week. Let's just dive right into it. Thank you guys for watching, by the way. Thank you for all the reviews. You guys have killed it. Don't forget to go ahead and go on iTunes and leave a review. I think it helps out the podcast. It might not. But I love it. Give Grandmaster a 5-star. Maybe you'll level up your belt. Is that how it is? Do they level up? Do you think when people actually get to the next level, do they call it a level up? Level 7. I'm a level 7 black belt. So you guys want to know what happened? You want to know what happened the other day? I think it was yesterday. We went to a dog show. First ever dog show in my entire life. And it's a very funny thing. Grandmaster had a great time, though. I got to see all the dogs in the world. Sammy Joe loves dogs with a passion, particularly golden retrievers. There's dogs everywhere. And it's a very strange group of people that go to dog parks. You know? They're just there with their dog, showing them. They're having fun. But I don't know if they're having fun. They could think it's torture. And dude, okay, something that I didn't think was necessary was when they judge the dogs physically, they lift the dogs up, they put them on the table. They look at the dog's face, legs, and then the fucking guy grabs the dog's balls. How come? How come they grab the dog's balls? I never understood that. I said to Sammy Joe, I was like, I understand that they're checking to see if the dog is a good dog. He's got to be a good dog. Otherwise, not going to be first place. Can't have a bad dog be first place. But why are you going to grab his balls, man? What does that matter? What does that matter at all? Dog's balls feel. Let me see. This dog's looking good. Looking good, looking grapes. Let me just grab his balls here. Oh, no. Gonna have to mark that down. No. The dog's balls are not plump enough. First place, Tinkerbell. Balls were solid. And it's a dude. It was strange to see. You know how driving instructors are like very mean and very, very black beltish. You know, very confident. So is the judge for the dog show. Not a smile on his fucking smug face. Not a smile. Nothing. He just kind of stood there looking very angry the whole time. Hey man, you're judging dogs. Smile a bit? Maybe that'll be my next career. Being a dog guy. You know? But come on, man. Smile a bit. Have a little laugh once in a while. I guess, how do you smile when you know you have to grab the nads of 100 dogs? I wouldn't enjoy it. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but it also wouldn't be something on Grandmaster's list of things to do. No, those dog's balls are not. You know, I'm sorry, the dog would have won first prize, but his balls are just flat. Flat is a word I would use to describe them, you know? You know what I was thinking about the other day? We went to a birthday party. I think the birthday party that I was late to last weekend on the previous podcast. It was Lauren's birthday. James is Lauren. Not any other Lauren that you guys don't know. But fucking Ubers, man. Not even question. Here's just a tad of advice for Ubers and Lyft drivers. Really quick. Hey, do not accept my ride when you're in the middle of another ride. Hey, I didn't choose kick that guy out because I did not choose pool. All right, motherfucker? Kick him out and come pick me up immediately. This is how you know I'm pissed. I've gotten into this voice. Oh, fuck. Go kick that guy out somewhere and then pick me up immediately. Very frustrating because it'll say 3 minutes away. And then it'll say 12 minutes away. Why? How come? Don't do that. I get it. They want to get the next ride. But I had places to be. We were later than we wanted to be. I think it was the actual other night last week when we went to the party. I'm pretty sure that was actually it. Originally, I said that it was the Uber, but it may not have been. But now I actually remember it was. And we were even later. Because he fucking... Why... Grandmaster's just a little bit flustered right now. Okay? Because that shit shouldn't happen. I'm going to say it one more time. Hey, drop off the guy that you are currently... Kick his ass out of the vehicle and come get me immediately. Is that okay? I hope so. And both Uber and Lyft do it too. And then you get to have the awkward conversation with them. Did you check out my SoundCloud? Kind of a musician. This is just a part-time thing. Which is great. Do that. But I just don't want to hear about it. I don't. Does anyone? Have you ever had a good... Actually, you know what? I have had a good conversation with Uber drivers before. But most of the time, I don't want to. Ever. I saw an image one time of... might have been Sammy Joe that showed me this, or I don't remember who showed me it, but someone had like a list. It was like a menu of what Uber ride you want. I have no idea where I saw it now. But one of them was like, the comedian. And then it said he would make jokes. And then one of them was like, the silent awkward ride where I'll just stare at you through my back windshield mirror. And then the other one was, I'll make fun of you or be rude to you. I don't want any of those. Hey, so did you guys see, I went on Mike Falzone's Mike in the Morning. Love you, Mike. I fucking love Mike. That was such a fun time too. I really enjoyed that. So if you don't know who Mike is, go check out Mike Falzone on YouTube. He is a comedian and he's a friend of mine and he's super funny. He's a super funny, talented guy. So nice and sweet. Such a genuine dude. And then he's got his YouTube show as well. Mike in the Morning, and he does really good editing too. Who edits for you, Mike? I know you don't edit. Mike was like, I just gotta find out who's gonna edit this next video. I like to think that Mike has different people. He doesn't have a consistent editor, and he doesn't know how to edit. And he has to find someone new every single time because everybody quits afterwards too. They're like, one video is enough. You're gonna have to find someone else, Mike. Mike, you're gonna have to find someone else. And Mike's like, man. Dang it. Every time he finds it, he maybe has fans do it. Really good editing though. It truly is. It's consistent and it's awesome. And more people need to see Mike. But we talked about stand-up comedy. It was really fun. Mike's done it for so many years. Because I think Mike's like 53, maybe 59. Just kidding, Mike. I know you're a soft 20, man. Soft 20-inch cock. But we talked about stand-up comedy, and because I've been wanting to do it, I talked about it on the podcast, and it just hyped me up. It got me excited, and I just want to go do it. You know, I've now talked about it on 3 podcasts, and I still haven't done it, but I'm gonna. I think I might do it this week or on the weekend or something when. I just gotta get hyped about it, man, and bring like James or bring Mike or something. He said he would want to come to see me and James do it. Because I know James said he wanted to do it too. And I was like, hey, I want to do stand-up. He's like, I want to do stand-up. Let's both do stand-up. It looks like I'm throwing up. Yeah, it does. Because Grandmaster is burping, but trying not to burp. Glad to be back though, you know? It's always in the beginning of these the littlest bit nerve-wracking because I'm nervous to see you guys. Kidding. Grandmaster's never nervous. Okay. But once I get warmed up like this, the first 10 minutes is the hardest part for me. Look at that. 10 minutes in. But to end that, thanks for having me, Mike. Love you. You're a killer guy. And I am inspired by you to want to do stand-up, man. And I wonder if I'd be good at it. I just have to figure out how to be. You know what I mean? I'm still kind of figuring out how to be, even on the podcast. Like how much excitement to bring to the table, or what puts people off. But hey, you know what it is? It's, whose dojo is it? My dojo. I love it. I love it a lot. I like it a lot. I do. That's the one thing I love about this. Not even the one thing. That's one of the biggest things I love about this podcast is just I get to come here and say whatever I want after the first 10 minutes. You know what I mean? When I just get my groove going, it's really nice when the groove's going. Feels good, you know, and we're loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. What are we? Loving it. Did you guys hear about the Taco Bell sauce guy? Let me actually pull this up. Let me pull this up. The Taco Bell sauce guy. Stranded snowbound man survived on Taco Bell sauce packets for 5 days. 5 days of Taco Bell sauce. The poor goddamn guy got stranded on what looks like a little an old road. Maybe not an old road, but just a snowed out road with pine trees very close to the road on both sides. And it looks like 2 feet of snow, perhaps, and more incoming. 2 feet of snow, mo incoming. More snow incoming. But the guy, he had a truck too. It looks like, is it a truck? Yeah, or like a SUV or something. And he got stranded out there because the snow was too deep. And the poor guy had a dog with him, which is so sad for the dog because we love dogs. Went to a dog show. Did I tell you that? Oh, I did moments ago. I'll even read the thing. An Oregon man whose car was stranded in snow for 5 days survived by eating Taco Bell sauce packets and starting the car's engine periodically to warm up. The man, who was accompanied by his dog during the ordeal, was eventually found by rescue members and reunited with friends and family. Thank God he's okay. Very funny way to survive, though. Sad? Yes. Funny? Yeah, I think so. Kinda. That had to have been terrible. Not only are sauce packets bad in general, but Taco Bell sauce packets? That must have fucking sucked. Or it would have been really good. And he fucking loved it. He's like, thank God I have these Taco Bell sauce packets. And they were probably old. Those were probably in his car for a while. What flavor did you have? Was it like, I guess, what sauces does Taco Bell even come with? Chipotle? I could live off Chipotle sauce packets for a couple days. 5 days? No, sir. What about the poor dog? Do you think he fed the dog sauce packets? Who knows? But thank God he's okay. And thank God for Taco Bell. Because without you, he might not have had any sauce packets whatsoever to eat. And that would have been shitty. You know what I would have done? If I was out there, what would I have done? I probably would not have eaten the sauce packets. 5 days, though. No, this is what would have happened. Brutal, honest truth. I would have been like, okay, I'm going to walk back to civilization. 5, 6, 7 hour walk? How far out was it? We don't know. I'm walking, I'm getting cold. I'm getting hungry. A day goes by. Nighttime falls. And so do I. I fall in the snow and I die. I fall in the snow and I die. At night, after 1 day. That's it. That's what would happen. And it's the end of Grandmaster. Right there. But he did have the car. Maybe I wouldn't have been able to dig it out. That's a tough one. I wouldn't have been able to just sit there and wait. Unless my friends or family knew where I was. What if he didn't want to come back? He was like, no, go back. When the people came to save him. No, go back. The dog and I are fine. We're going to wait out the storm. Do you have any more Taco Bell sauce packets? No? Then why'd you come? Good for him, though, man. He survived on Taco Bell sauce packets. What else we got here? I'm going to put this away. Because we're going to free ball it. I have a new segment for the show today. And we're going to call it, What's Up With That? Like the SNL thing. What's up with that? Oh, what's up with that? What is up with that? But before that segment, I have a confession to make. Another confession on another podcast, episode 4. Did I say 4 already, or did I say 3? Because I think we've done 3. Now it's 4. I'm proud that we've even made this far. But Grandmaster does have a small apology to make to himself. And that's for not going to the gym this week. Now, that's a demon a lot of people battle. Not going once and then you stop going entirely. But that's okay. Stopped going, gonna start going again. Was gonna go today before the podcast to get my brain fired up. Should have, didn't. Now, I am pissed off at myself. Yes, I am. And I am gonna go again. But Tuesday, Thursday, and then I'm gonna figure it out next Saturday. You know what started all of this? All started when we decided not to go on Saturdays anymore. That's right, babe, that's right. She said no. No. She just used her low voice. No. But yes. That's what happened. We decided we didn't want to go because we wanted to go on a hike. And we still got exercise. But then I didn't go. It was my own fault for not going Tuesday and Thursday. But I didn't go. I didn't go Tuesday. I didn't go Thursday. And then this is Saturday again. So this is now a full week's worth of not working out. And I'm feeling it. I'm not feeling that amazing mental boost that Grandmaster likes so much. This is blocking my face. I realized the last podcast, this was blocking the shit out of my face. Blocking the shit out of my face. How do you like those for transitions of topics? You know? All right, let's actually, now that you know about the gym thing, I apologize to you guys because I know you care so much about your Grandmaster's physical well-being and his mental well-being. I know you care that much. And you probably went, oh man, I don't give a fuck. But deep down you do. Because that's why you're here in the dojo. Bow, touch, begin. Episode 4. Title of episode 1. But let's do What's Up With That? What's Up With That segment? SNL has a segment where they do that. And they do it well. Paying a little homage to them. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I hope I didn't lose it. That'd be super annoying. Oh no, I did lose it. But I'll just tell you what it was, and then I'll throw a picture up. So it's like I didn't lose it. Dude, that sucks. Can I find it? Hold on. Hold. What was it called? Oh, I could find it. But no. Didn't work out for me. One more try. No. No. We're so close. Oh, found it. Fuck yeah. Okay. Throwing this up on the screen. This new segment that we're going to do, I'm just going to do one for today, maybe 2, but it's called What's Up With That? Where we look at just something terrible on the internet that we want to look at and laugh at. And today, we have a great one. I just stumbled across this while looking up stuff to talk about on r/comedy heaven. It's got 13.5 thousand upvotes, and it's called But Check Out My Body. You may have already seen it. Now, for those of you that are audio listeners, it's a picture, actually it's a Snapchat, of a gentleman, I want to say between the ages of, maybe 18 and 20. Now he has his shirt off. The caption says, "Doctor said my mom might have cancer again." Now that's terrible. That is so sad. But the picture is of this motherfucker in the mirror taking a shirtless selfie, flexing as fucking hard as he can, pulling his fucking pants down a little bit, holding on to his dick and balls. He looks like he's wearing gym shorts. He's holding on to his dick and his balls, both together. flexing as hard as he can. And the caption saying, "Doctor said my mom might have cancer." What's up with that, man? What the fuck is up with that? r/comedy heaven. But check out my body. That's the title of this. But check out my body. Which is like really what he was saying. That is so funny. What a terrible person. I wonder if this is fake. I don't doubt that this is real. Because there are just so many fuck boys out there, you know, who just don't get it. How do I get out of this? Oh, I opened it up in another thing. Let's read some comments. 182 comments on this thing. He's just flexing as hard as he can. And also, just the tiniest nipples you've ever seen. Now, I'm not trying to body shame. I'm just pointing out a fact here. The man has nipples the size of half a grain of rice, uncooked. And I have small nipples for a man. Penny-sized? Yeah, maybe a little small. But these are the size of half a grain of rice. Poor guy, you know? Let's read some comments. What's small nipples? Jesus. No nipple Steve. Haha, no nipple Steve. I think I read a little thing. There's like for context with no nipple Steve, some guy says he like cut off his nipples. I wonder if that's real. Is that actually his account? That's amazing. No, he's just very big with normal nipples. He's actually fucking gigantic. And those are normal size nipples. Everything else is big, but his nipples stay the same size. This is very funny. Still sad. In quotations, my mother might have cancer. Asterisk, I think it's called. Takes cock out. I mean, that's basically what this is. He's trying to get some sympathy. Let's analyze this. If this is real, what he's trying to do is he's posting it on Snapchat. You know, he's probably a townie. Looks like a townie or a suburban boy. And he's probably real. Or maybe he's joking. I never thought of that. My mother has cancer. Takes cock out. Anyways, thus concludes, what's up with that? Truly. I love that. Hey, if you guys ever have shit like that, I should do a thing on Fridays and Saturdays. Feel free to email grandmasterpod@gmail.com with Instagram shit like that. Maybe people you follow, take a screenshot, send it to me, and we'll look at it for a what's up with that? Yeah, I'll probably stop doing that so many times in a podcast, but send me that stuff because that's so funny. Just to look at, analyze, throw it up on the screen, you know? But whatever, dude. Let's jump in to the next thing. Did you guys hear about the Travis Scott thing? So Travis Scott, there was rumors about him cheating on Kylie, I think it is, Kylie Jenner. There was rumors of Travis Scott cheating on Bruce Jenner, cheating on Kylie with Bruce. Sorry, I'm just kidding, but that would be really funny. That would be really funny. Man, that would be the juiciest shit of all time. Because it would mean so many things. And we'll end that there. But what happened was he allegedly cheated on someone, and there was like DMs in his Instagram or something like that. And then, so there's rumors about him cheating, and then he just decides, fuck it, I'm going to delete my Instagram. I have one thing to say about that, and doesn't mean I'm right, but nothing makes you look more guilty than deleting your Instagram in that moment. Babe, there's like a lot of leaked things from your Instagram that made me feel like you're cheating on me. It's all good. I deleted my Instagram. Oh, so we can't like go look at your DMs to see if it was real or not. Nah. I just deleted it. You know what I mean? Because like I don't want to like put up with people spreading lies about me. You know what I mean? Well, like they're still gonna spread lies about you. They're just now we can't prove them wrong. This is the only difference. The only difference. Yeah, no, I totally feel you. It's just like I just don't want to put up with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm real, and I know I'm a good guy, and I wouldn't do that shit. And I'm gonna prove nothing to nobody. You know what I'm saying? No, I see that. I do see that. It's just now there's no proof, and the proof is in the pudding. And pudding, the proof says you're cheating. Breakup. That's what happens after that. I had way too much fun getting into that. But that's what it does, dude. It makes you look very guilty. And now you can't prove yourself innocent. I didn't kill the girl. Really? Then where were you on Friday? I was at home and I had a live stream. I did a live stream and I saved the video and then I deleted the video. You know what? I'm deleting the video. That's it. You can't do that. What? Don't you want to prove you're innocent, man? You had a video of you at home playing video games. You were live streaming video games when the exact same time people allege that you fucking killed someone, man. Yeah, but I just don't want to deal with it. Yeah, I just don't want to deal with all that bullshit, so I just deleted it. You know? Deleted my YouTube channel. That's basically what he did. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I don't have a clue what happened. We're just here to speculate. We're just here to start rumors. Here in the fucking dojo, we're just here to start rumors. Best part about this podcast, we're going to start rumors. We're going to make them a big deal. And they won't even be true. Sorry. They won't even be true. I'm kidding. We're not here to start rumors, but we are here to talk about things. And it's a safe place, man. This is a safe place to talk about whatever we want to talk about. And I will not feel bad for it. I feel a little bad for it. You know what I'm saying? Moving on to the next topic, which is a little closer home for me. So if you guys didn't know, this is a little more real, but is it funny? I'm trying to think if it's funny or not. So I quit vaping a long time ago, but then I didn't really quit it. Like vaping, I just cut down by 99% because I used to vape every single day and it was part of the Kib brand. But I decided one day I was going to quit. I smashed my vape. We made a video about it and stuff. But then in my head, after like a month of actually not vaping, which was great because then I was pretty much not addicted, I think. I just like decided that I was going to vape once in a while. I was going to just do it if I was out drinking or, you know, once a month or something, or twice a month if I just wanted to hit. Sounds like such a big deal, but it kind of is, you know, it was a real addiction. So after that month, I've still been like vaping randomly, you know, for the longest, forever, but since I like originally said I was going to quit. But I recently decided that I was going to quit fully again, forever, because it's just not good, man. And it's hard. I didn't even realize that I was addicted to vaping. We made a 180 switch, by the way, from everything that we were talking about to now in a silly way. But you guys got to know, sometimes we switch it up. That's what we do here. We laugh a little, we cry a little. We bathe a little. If you don't bathe, you shower. But yeah, so it's hard to quit vaping for sure. And this is kind of like a PSA too, because there's so many of you guys now that vape from us, and let's like even take it back. If you guys don't know how it all started, it started as a joke with my Kib character on Sugar Pine 7 back in the day when I was doing the bro voice thing. And I was just doing it with my roommate, John Cryos Gaming, and we were both talk like bros just to make each other laugh, and it was so fucking funny. And then he was vaping for real, and then I would just take hits of his vape occasionally, and then I got one because I thought it was funny and just kind of wanted to do it, but it didn't have any nicotine in it. And then I don't even know why I switched to it. I think because I was hitting John's every once in a while, and I liked the Nick Rush, and I would only hit it like once or twice a day just to get a Nick Rush, dude. A fucking Nick Rush, and it would put my ass to the floor. Literally, I would take one hit of John's vape back in the day and then lie down and be dizzy and be like, oh fuck, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I gotta eat some pizza now or something. That's what it was like. But anyways, then it became a bit of an addiction. I got some, nicotine juice, some fucking juice that had some nicotine in it. And then I was just doing 3 milligrams and then bumped up to 6. And then, then it was a real addiction for a while. And then the boys got into it because they were hitting mine once in a while. And I kind of ruined everyone's fucking lives with it, man. To be honest, Grandmaster, I'm an assassin, man. I got everybody else addicted all around me, hundreds to maybe thousands of you guys, and then I back out. The job is done. I've killed people. Indirectly, I'm a murderer. Kidding, but also kind of feel bad about it. The boys are fully addicted now, and I mean, they have been for a while. But yeah, it just kind of sucks because it's like fun for a while and it feels good. And then after like doing it for even like 8 months, even when we were in the Van Nuys office, the Sugar Pine boys and I, James and Steve, we would not like that we vaped because it made us tired all day. But we would just keep vaping, and it's like that was the addiction, and you don't really realize that you're addicted. You're just like, no, I just want to do it. I know it's bad for me, but I just want to do it. I don't need to do it. I don't feel a physical craving for it, but that you don't realize until for me anyways, when you actually quit, the moment you tell yourself, I'm not having it, I can't have it ever again, is the moment you immediately then start feeling the physical mental addiction part, which is then when it becomes really hard. And that's probably why I didn't stick to it, because I was weak. Grandmaster was weak when I originally quit a while ago. But here we are. And now it's like 2 or 3 days of, I went already like weeks at a time without vaping because I still wasn't vaping every day. But now, again, I'm at the point where I'm 3 days in where I know that I'm never going to vape again. So I already go, ooh, and then you just like feel this little like feeling in your chest that makes you think about it and be like, ooh, I like that. That would be nice. That would be nice right now. But it's crazy, man. Addiction's like a crazy fucking thing, especially nicotine. It's so addictive. So if you guys are out there and you're smoking, like, just think about it, man. Like if it's something that, some of me wants to be like, everyone stop smoking, but it's unrealistic. You can't make everybody stop. But what you can do is at least, if you're aware that you don't really want to be smoking, you should really try to stop, because it's not good for you, dude. You're taking years off your life. Every year you smoke, man, you're definitely taking time off. Even though it's better than smoking, it's still worse for you than not smoking, man, And again, the main thing for me is 2 things here, actually. The first one is I don't want to, there's 3 things. 1, I don't want to be a guy that's addicted to anything. I don't want to fucking use any brain power or any brain cells every day to have to think about something that is not productive in any way whatsoever. And some people may argue, well, if I'm stressed out and all I'm thinking about is stress, and then I use that as a vice and it calms me down and then I can do other shit. That's like, again, that's relying on something though. And it's just like, you just dig a hole and it gets worse and worse. But for me, it's like, I did use it as a stress reliever, but it also took up so much more brain power to be vaping and be thinking about vaping and feeling the cravings about it. And like, that's what like blows my fucking mind, man, is how much I thought about vaping every day when that brain power could have gone to something productive, like writing stand-up material, writing songs, anything fucking else that was productive. Like vaping is nothing. If I can just stop vaping now for a while, support me, guys. I fucking need you. I need your support. But if I can just stop vaping for real and not think about vaping ever again, I'll be able to do so much more, But it's tough, man. It's a true addiction because, I know it's bad for me. I know that I shouldn't be doing it. I know it can cause health problems down the road. But when you're addicted, your brain tells you that those things and you're aware of it, but you still just want to do it, so you're going to do it. That's it. So then you don't, the negatives and you're aware of it, and people go like, well, like you're going to have lung cancer and stuff when you get older and stuff, and you go like, eh. And it's the addiction that literally rewires your brain to decide that that's okay because it feels good and you just want to do it. And then the bad things don't seem like big deals, And then one of the other reasons, like I said, so there's that reason I don't want to be the guy that's addicted to things. because of the brain power. And then I forgot one of the other reasons, but the other reason is Sammy Joe too, dude. Like she doesn't like that because she cares about my health, and I don't want to do something that directly hurts my health, because then that's hurting my wife, you know? So it's like, and that's like a big deal to me. I don't want to have to hurt anybody other than myself, because it's kind of okay when you're just, I mean, it's not okay, but it's more okay when you're just hurting yourself. But when it involves other people, dude, and you're just like deliberately hurting yourself and you're hurting other people. And we got fucking deep on this podcast a bit. We shoveled off some of the top layer. But man, I'm trying to quit. Here we go. And by trying, I mean, I've got a pretty good amount of self-control, but I've now told myself that I'm not going to at all. And for all of those reasons, I should be able to get through it, you know? And some people say don't quit cold turkey, but for me, I think I have to, you know? Because I tried that before and it kind of worked, but then in the back of my mind, I was like, well, what's once in a while? You know? But the once in a while keeps the addiction going, by the way. So if anyone's in the same boat with addiction, you really got to have a lot of self-control to power through it. You know what I mean? It's crazy, dude. Grandmaster in the house. Yeah. All right. Something that I wasn't even planning on talking about, but I've always, this goes back to stand-up comedy and shit, but I've always been into stand-up comedy, and I love finding new people that I'm into. But a little while ago, I think it was a couple weeks ago, maybe it was a month ago, because what day is it? It's the 3rd. It's 3/3/2019. But I recently discovered this comedian that passed away, Brody Stevens, I think his name is. Yeah, Brody Stevens. And he's so fucking funny, man. We're at a point in the podcast where we've got some lows to talk about, but it's gonna happen. It's not always hunky-dory, baby, you know? Sometimes sad shit happens. We gotta talk about it. But, you know, I want to talk about it in a good way, because like in a way that celebrates his existence. Because yeah, so if you don't know, which or if you don't care, if you're not into comedy, then you gotta go, because this is a comedy podcast, man, you know? But there's this guy, Brody Stevens, and he was a stand-up, and I don't think he made it like super, super big, but he was friends with everybody in the stand-up world, and super funny guy. But he ended up ending his life because he was just battling, you know, whether it be depression and stuff like that. But he was such a funny dude, man, and I just want to, like, you know, pay my respects on the podcast as well to him, because super funny guy. I've been someone who analyzes comedy to such a weird, detailed point where I look at delivery and why something's funny, and all the angles of why something's funny, which, like, before I like go into why that matters, or I mean, after the after part, I'm going to tell you why it matters, because for me, I've always looked at comedy in such a way that, like, I don't know if anyone else has. It doesn't make me funnier than anyone. It just makes me feel like I understand comedy in such a deep level, because I'll think about, you know, why, I mean, I guess everybody does, but why something's funny makes me laugh even harder than sometimes just the punchline to something, you know? But I guess you are laughing because of why it's funny, but I'll think about it and be like, that's so funny because this and this and this and this, and then that makes me laugh. But where I'm going with that is Brody Stevens, dude, he's someone that, like, watching his comedy, it's so fucking funny. He, like, it's a character, but it's obviously just like an amplified version of himself on stage, which I can relate to with how I do comedy and stuff like that. But he goes out there in such a way that's, like, vulnerable, but also not vulnerable. And he's just wild and crazy, and you can't tell, you know, sometimes what's real and what's not. But he's just so funny, man. He's just got such a cool way. And where I was going with that is, like not a lot of people, it didn't seem like a lot of people understood Brody Stevens' type of comedy, but the people that did found him very funny. And he was kind of like what musicians call a band's band, where, like, every comedian thinks that guy's great and that he's super funny, but they never really, like, rose up and became as big as everybody felt they deserved, you know? And that's kind of how like a lot of bands are too. Like, what's a band's band? I think, Young the Giant's huge now, but I felt like they were a band's band for a while. I feel like, who else is a band's band? Well, you get the point, you know? You get the point, and I just wanted to acknowledge him because super funny guy, man, and it's super sad that happened because I imagine so many people now are just finding out who he is because a lot of people are talking about it. But Brody Stevens, man, super funny. Just go check out some of his stuff. Like, I just YouTubed all his routines, and he's so funny. It's so interesting to see him do his routine in a place that people get it and then a place that they don't, and how he handles it. Super interesting to me anyways, you know? But what else do we got? What else have I been doing? I have to pee so bad. Hold the phone. I'm not going to cut the podcast. Don't worry. Grandmaster's going to tough it out for 19 minutes. No, I'm not going to pee and come back. We don't cut this podcast. I had to cut it one time because I signed an NDA about something. But if I can help it not to cut this podcast, then Grandmaster's just going to have a bunch of fucking beans on this podcast, bro. What else do we have here? Want to talk about a show I'm watching now that it's just me watching. Anytime Sammy Joe's out of the room for 10 minutes, I flip the fucking show on, and I've always been into stuff like this. But yeah, I'm holding my dick because I gotta pee, and I'm gonna do that for the rest of this podcast. No, I'm gonna do that. No, I'm not gonna. Sammy Joe's like, go pee. No, I'm not gonna. Grandmaster's gonna hold his dick because that's how much I care about you guys. I'm holding my dick for you guys. Okay, and if it gets hard, even better. It means I'm attracted to you guys, which I'm not. Sexually. Sammy Joe's giving me the eyes. Okay, maybe I'm holding my dick for you then, babe. Okay? And I'm talking really fast for you, okay? I'm not going to go pee. Anyways, what was I going to talk about? The gold mining show. Okay, yeah. Well, I just spoiled it. But I'm watching this show, just me. Sammy Joe walks out of the room for 10 minutes. Boom, I flip it on Hulu. It's called, what the fuck is it called? Gold Rush? Gold Rush? I'm watching Gold Rush, dude, season 1. And I fucking love it, man. What a fun show. Now, a lot of you guys may know that Grandmaster is from Canada and has been an adventurous boy, told some stories on the podcast already, and maybe I'll tell another one right now. But I've always been into like treasure hunting and stuff like that. It's just fascinating to me. And my dad's a literal treasure hunter, and my mom and my family, they just kind of are. That's how we always have been, very adventurous. But one of my dad's favorite things that he does all the time, and he always has, is literally treasure hunted. He's so fucking good at that shit. Like, he has underwater metal detectors and regular metal detectors, and he'll do some research and find like land that has had people from like the 1820s or the 1730s, and they traveled with gold from one place to another place, and he'll be like, there's our spot, kid. We're gonna go there and we're gonna metal detect and we're gonna strike it rich. Now, has we ever striked it rich? Has we? Maybe not. But my dad has found some really cool shit. He's found like gold coins. He's found like hatchets, or what are they called? Like old tomahawks. Is that what they're called? The tomahawk edge, like real Native American tomahawk. What the fuck are they called, man? The I don't know, but the head to a hatchet. I forget what it's called, but real ones that have been carved out, and he just has sold them on eBay, and he's made a good chunk of change. He's found coins and stuff like that that are worth like $500, $800. How cool is that, man? To find an actual piece of history from doing research and actually gold hunting. Not just gold hunting, but just treasure hunting and doing the research too, man. Like modern day pirates. That's what we say. But that's the background for why I like that stuff. Like, it's so cool to see. And there's even people on YouTube now doing similar stuff. There's this YouTube channel that the guy like water dives, and he dives in different ponds and stuff like that, and he'll pull up treasure and shit. And it's so cool. His shit blew the fuck up. So it's cool to know that there's a lot of people out there that like, you know, adventurous stuff like that. But I'm watching Gold Rush, and I haven't watched something like that in so long. Like these shows that I used to watch all the time, similar shows like Storage Wars, and I think I've watched some of this Gold Rush before, like a later season with my dad years and years ago. But all those kind of old shows and Pawn Stars and stuff like that, I love those shows, man. So cool. Do people still watch those? Do you guys still watch those? Or is it just me? But Gold Rush is so cool, man. These guys go out to Alaska, spend $250,000 on equipment, land, rights, people, food to mine gold. And then they, in this season, it's the first season, so it doesn't matter. There's no spoilers. Just doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you. So far, they haven't found much. They haven't found much gold. And then they just started finding gold, and some fucking guy came in and booted them out. And there's like drama on the show too. It's basically the Kardashians for Bud Theirs. And if you don't know what Bud Theirs are, it's a Canadian term that my brother and I use to describe hicks, Canadian hicks. And I hope that's not a slur that people get offended by. But if it is, fuck ya. You hick. Anyways, imagine if I got in trouble for using that word too, hick. Nah, I'm Canadian. I'm allowed to use that word because I'm almost a hick. I'm not a hick. I'm just like a country boy, city boy hybrid. A hickey. I'm a hicker. A hiker. A hiker? Yeah. Did I almost stumble across something terrible or really?
No, you're good.
Okay, good. We're good. That could have been terrible. But yeah, it really is. It's the Kardashians for country boys. Hicks, you know? Which is, it's fun. I really enjoy it. And it's like you want them to strike it rich. Obviously they edit it in such a way where you're like rooting for them and stuff, but it's so funny to see the drama and people get almost beat up. But dude, they fuck up so much though. With all that money in that show, somebody will just do something so stupid like back a crane up into their own car. But fuck them, because who cares? They're going to be rich, and they're on a TV show, right? I wondered that too. I was like, do these people get paid to be on the show? Or that's so interesting. It made me want a gold mine. I was like, if I have that much money, no, I wouldn't ever, because I wouldn't be able to find gold. I straight up wouldn't. I'd never be able to. All right, it's that time, guys. Let's there's only boys watching, right? That's why I say guys. Kidding. Let's do the advice column. You know? I'm sorry if any of this podcast today felt rushed at all, because gotta go somewhere. But it's not over, baby. It's not. Let's do the advice column. You stay. Gotta tighten this mic up. Do I have the right? Yep, I do. Cool. By the way, before we get into this, if you guys want to, if you have any advice that you need, relationship advice with friends, parents, aunts, uncles, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever friend, you can email grandmasterpod@gmail.com and hit me up with some advice. So let's read a couple of these, you know? All right. Here we go. This one's from Johnny Two-Face. Very long, by the way. Hey, kid. I need some big boy relationship advice. From the Grandmaster himself. I'm 17 and I live in a redneck province of Alberta. The redneck province of Alberta. And I need your help. I've been dating this girl for a year now and I just love her and everything about her so much. But on our anniversary, she said she needed a break because there's a lot going on in her life and at home and she just needs to work on herself. She promised me that she would come back soon and nothing would change between us. The mic has gotten in the way, so it's very difficult for me to read this, and it's so small. The fact that we're not dating right now, this is our second break that we've been on, and just recently she said that we are completely done because she doesn't know if she can be in a relationship. But she said, sorry, my nose is running, but she said that we could maybe get back together in the summer when everything has died down. She still tells me that she loves me, and if she's had a stressful day, Jesus, man, I'm sorry. She would come talk to me about it. We still fall asleep together on the phone, but during the day we don't talk much. I don't want to move on because I still want to be with her, and I still want to get back together with her. This whole thing is driving me crazy and making me stressed. I don't know if I should wait here or I should just fully move on and not expect us to get back together. So I wrote you a school essay. There's just a lot more to this, and I tried keeping this as short as possible. P.S. You're the best, and your podcast is amazing. Keep up the work, the good work. I'm so sorry. My nose has been so itchy throughout that whole thing. I'm going to just... even Grandmaster Gets an itchy nose once in a while, you know what I mean? Still gotta pee. So fucking bad. But let me tell you what I think. That's a tough one. You're 17 and you're on and off with a girl. That is a tough one, man. Again, Grandmaster's advice isn't always gonna be the best advice, but it's kind of tough, man, because if you really like this girl or you love this girl, you want to do whatever it takes to make it work, but you're also on and off, which is really hard. I think what you should do, and we're cutting right down to the deep bones of it, is be okay being alone first. Be happy being by yourself to the point where it doesn't matter. You don't need to be with someone to feel happy, to feel good, to wake up and be excited, to be proud of yourself. And then once you get to that point, and it could take a little bit, or it might not take long at all. Once you get to that point, then relationships will seem much easier and they'll work better. That's just usually how it goes, you know? Now, that's not for everyone, but that's what worked for me, because I've been in a couple terrible relationships that started off good and then just got bad, or I wasn't ready for it, or they weren't ready for it. And I was never okay with just being alone, you know what I mean? Until I finally was. And then once it was cool just loving myself and who I was, I found Sammy Joe. And now I'm married. All right, fellas? So stay back, boys. I'm fucking taken, bud. Do you understand? Fucking right there, fuck buddy. Sorry, the Canadian came out of me. But that's what I'd say, man. I would say maybe take a step back a bit from that situation and don't talk to her so much, because you're torturing yourself. You know what I mean? Especially if things aren't working out right now. Take a step back. Be friends from a distance. Maybe don't talk every day and stuff like that, because you're only going to string yourself and her along, and you're going to get hurt, or you're going to get back together and you might break up again. But you're young. You're going to have tons of relationships, you know, and the dick thing to say is this girl, you're not going to marry this girl, but I don't know that. Maybe you will, maybe you won't, but there's a good chance you won't. So just be okay being alone and not being together with that girl. That's what I would do. And then if it happens again one day, it will, but work on yourself first, loving yourself and being happy alone. What's that time? The camera? Yeah. Oh my God. Didn't charge the camera enough, guys. So looks like the rest of this podcast is just audio. And by that, I mean, we'll see you in the next one. Grandmaster has to step out of the dojo because he's going to go pee himself. Love you guys.